Some breaking news here out of the South China Sea. CNN has learned that the U.S. Navy is about to send a destroyer there.
The U.S. does not recognize these man-made islands as sovereign territory of China. They say these are international waters, and this sailing of a Navy ship inside that 12-mile line would be a message from the U.S. Navy saying these are international waters. This is the second time this year that the U.S. Navy would have sent such a message. You may remember, Brooke, that in May of this year, we flew on a U.S. surveillance aircraft, a P-8 Poseidon aircraft. Those images you're seeing right now were taken by that aircraft over those man-made islands.
2 B-52 aircraft flew their flight path from Guam, their home base, and flew to the East China Sea. They flew right through the air zone. They did not declare a flight plan or any of their intentions, then spent about an hour in that region, turned around and flew back to Guam without incident.
And although they didn't mention China by name, the ASEAN leaders in a joint statement went further than it's thought they've been before in calling for freedom of navigation in the region.
Did you hear about this one? The United States has now deployed a carrier strike group to confront China. Yes, the Navy Times is reporting that the U.S. Navy has dispatched what they're calling a small armada to the South China Sea. The carrier John C. Stennis, 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and the 7th Fleet flagship have sailed into the disputed waters in recent days.
Naka-diamond formation ng mga pinakabagong FA-50 fighter aircraft ng bansa, kasama ng malumang S-211 jets ng Philippine Air Force nang dumating sa Clark Air Base sa Pampanga.
Sa unang pagkakataon, makaraan ang mahigit isang dekada, muling na-eskortan ng mga fighter jet ng Philippine Air Force ang eroplanong sakay ang Pangulo ng ating bansa.
Sa kanilang demonstration, tinumba ng mga APC ang ilang moving target sa layong kalahating kilometro habang sila mismo ay umaandar ng higit 50 kilometers per hour. Meron din itong thermal imaging at laser range locking system na accurate ang pagbaril sa mga kaaway kahit sa layong 1.5 kilometro.
BRP Gregorio del Pilar ang isa sa pinakamalaking barko ngayon sa Philippine Navy.
Nadagdagan din ang hukbong dagat ng mga bagong gamit na magpapalakas sa limitadong pwersa nito sa harap ng pag-aangkin ng China sa ilang bahagi ng West Philippine Sea.
Nagpakitang gilas sa mga sundalong Pilipino at Amerikano sa ikalawang araw ng Balikatan Exercise 2015. Ang pagsasanay ay itinuon kung paano ipagtatanggol ang teritoryo mula sa mga mananakop.
Nasa Pag-asa Island na ang 47 youth volunteers ng Grupong Kalayaan. Atin ito. Paraan daw ito ng grupo para ipahayag ang pagtutol sa pag-angkin ng China sa malaking bahagi ng West Philippine Sea.
Beijing has reacted angrily. A statement on Chinese state television said the U.S. was picking a fight. Beijing now says it will staunchly defend its interest in the face of the provocation.
China issued a statement saying it was on high alert and was sending its own planes to track everybody through this zone.
Habang patuloy kasi ang balikatan exercises ng Pilipinas at Amerika, inilabas naman ng China malalaking barko at submarine nito para sa military exercises kasama ang Russia.
China has deployed surface-to-air missiles on the contested Woody Island in the South China Sea. Beijing claims it's in self-defense.
But the move will likely raise tensions even further with neighboring countries locked in a territorial feud in the region.
Looks like those weaponized islands over there in China in the South China Sea are getting an upgrade. China may be building a very powerful new radar system.
China is fairly unrepentant about what it's done over the weekend, this civilian aircraft landing on one of these artificial islands.
Well, Jim, China is certainly flexing its muscle with its military and its navy.
Hindi ba rule of law din yan? Alam niyo, Mayor Bena, hindi lang po sa kulay yan. Nasa pagmamahal. Nandito ka nga nakatira sa bansa, pero namulimbat ka naman ng pera.
Scarborough Shoal, actually, in the Philippines, which is within the 200-mile economic zone of the Philippines, has been occupied by China.
The state shall pursue an independent foreign policy, and in its relations with other states, their paramount consideration shall be national sovereignty, territorial integrity, national interest, and the right to self-determination. No, I have to defend national territory and our sovereignty. We are not here no, to parang challenge China, to provoke them into any action. But I do believe that they should recognize we have the right naman to defend our own interests.
Sinabi mo, Nico, mag-withdraw sa presidency.
Pabor na ilibing si dating Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos sa libingan ng mga bayani? Wala pong paliwanag. Sorry po, Mayor Duterte.
Nakakatiwala ang crime czar na talagang magaling na si Colonel Corbin.
Ibalik natin ang Pilipinas sa mga disenteng tao.
Binatikos naman ni Senadora Santiago ang pagiging kampante raw ng Pilipinas sa isyu ng agawan sa teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea. Tila umaasa raw kasi ang bansa na re-resolbahin ng UN Tribunal ang gusot, ngayong pwede naman itong hindi kilalanin ng China.
Dapat talaga palakasin natin ang ating AFP. Sa ating bansa, pwede tayong lumaban, pero ito lang ang ating kailangan tanggapin. Talo tayo talaga sa China ngayon pag tayo lumaban. Kailangan natin talaga na magdesisyon na ang arbitration court at sabihin na since ang China ay pumurma dito, kailangan nilang tanggapin ang kanilang kasunduan sa ating bansa.
Ang tanong ko kasi, what would be the first steps that you would do if you are informed in the middle of the night, you're awakened, that yung dalawang Coast Guard cutter natin pinasabog ng China with missiles, what would be the first steps that you would do?
Ang kailangan natin gawin ay siyempre ang Presidente, kailangan bumangon agad. Kailangan bumangon agad. Kailangan bumangon agad. Kailangan bumangon agad. At kasama, di ba, kaagad-agad, kung hindi ko pinagkakatiwalaan ang mga tao na naroroon, sapagkat ang isang Pangulo ay kailangan ligtas at ginagawa ang kanyang trabaho sa isang lugar kung saan siya ay hindi mamimiligro. Hindi kailangan ng Pangulo na siya mismo ang mag-uutos sa mga sundalo at mga pulis kung anong gagawin. Hindi kailangan ng Pangulo na siya mismo ang mag-uutos sa mga sundalo at mga pulis kung anong gagawin. Hindi kailangan ng Pangulo na siya mismo ang mag-uutos sa mga sundalo at mga pulis kung anong gagawin.
Ibig sabihin, ang sinasabi po ba ninyo, wala siyang tiwala sa AFP Chief of Staff, sa Air Force, sa Navy, sa Marines, lahat po ng mga pinuno nandun. Trabaho po ng Pangulo para palakasin ang loob ng ating mga nasa front lines. Yan man ay nasa sakuna, yan nasa gera, sa kapulisan, papangatawanan ko ang aking trabaho at ang ating responsibilidad na gawin ang lahat para sa kapakanan ng ating mga kababayan.
Wala po kong itatanong kay Mayor Duterte kasi pareho kaming qualified to become President of the Philippines.
Wala rin ho akong masagot. Mas qualified siya kaysa akin maging presidente.
Defense, we only fight the internal strife. We cannot go to war. Just don't need to spend. As a matter of fact, when you spend for the 2 jets, 7 and state of the art, it was really a waste of money. Because we do not need it in the insurgency problem. You only need the ordinary propellant-driven airplanes.
I'll talk to China. We cannot go to war with China. First of all, a lot of Filipino Chinese here. Second is we neighbors. And the only thing that changed it was first yung joint exploration ng China-Philippines dyan sa mga oil fields, sabi nila. Beneath the shores there, the atolls.
If elected president, Vice President Jejomar Binay will welcome a Philippine joint venture with China for oil exploration in disputed areas of the South China Sea. Binay made that statement in Jakarta, Indonesia, where he's attending the Asia-Africa Summit. Binay said he will continue to insist on the Philippines' sovereignty over those areas, but he wants to improve bilateral relations with China. The vice president also mentioned the possibility of revising the constitution in order to attract more foreign investments. Reuters reports Binay's stance is in contrast to President Aquino, who has opposed business partnerships with China in disputed territories.